Hey guys, it's Kaylee from MyType. Welcome to my channel. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so. In this video, I thought it would make for an interesting topic to discuss some of the clashes between FE and FI. Now, for some of you that may have a general understanding of the cognitive functions, you may or may not know that FE and FI are very compatible. So take for example, you can go into a store. You have FI, you already know what you value, so when you go into the store, you want the shop assistant to facilitate your purchase. However, when an FE user goes into a store, they don't want to be facilitated, they want to be sold to. So an FI user serving an FE user is a very good pairing in regards to purchasing, because the FE user wants to really understand and connect to a value in regards to them making a decision. Whereas for an FI user, they've already established the value and they just want to be facilitated. Now, if we apply that into a relationship, you can see that where there can be friction is with two FE users, because both of them are looking to establish value from the other and neither will provide that. So there is a lot of friction between FE and FE relationships. However, when the parties both have FI, there seems to be a bit more of a mutual understanding in regards to that's that person's area and this is the other person's area. They respect that a lot more. Whereas FE wants to tune into the other person, and when the other person doesn't give back, basically give a value back to the other, they start to distance themselves from each other. And they start to feel almost like they're not receiving anything back from that person that can fuel them into wanting to carry on in the relationship. This does not mean that an FI and FI relationship works better than an FE and FE relationship. It just means that the FI user in the relationship is more aware of what the other person wants and finds it easier to fulfill that, which is why FI is quite easy to accommodate when you understand it. If they express their values, facilitate it. If they don't, encourage it. Whereas with an FE user, they don't want to express their values. They want to be told what their values are. And they get that from when an FI user is speaking, and then they can say, yeah, I can relate to that. Or they can reject it. But either way, they still need to hear the value in order to know whether or not they want to connect to that value. Now, in regards to communication, if we look at the workplace, FE and FI, if you have FE, it comes with TI, and if you have FI, that comes with TE. So when you're trying to communicate, now this is where there is a clash in terms of getting things done. It just wants to get on with the task. It wants to action out a task. Whereas with TI, it needs to understand why they're doing that task in the first place. They need to understand where that person's coming from in order for them to get their head around it and then proceed with it. So some of the clashes that I may have with the TI user is I can just say, yeah, just do that. It makes sense to do this. Just move forward with it. Whereas a TI user wants to know why I say what I say and how I've concluded what I've concluded in order for me to move forward with it. A TI user will force a TE user to give the source of where they've got that information. So when you're in an interaction with either of these types, it's important to gauge what functions they have and talk to them according to their type. I hope this video has helped in just a little bit. If it has, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. I look forward to making my next video. Oh, and don't forget to leave a comment if you have any questions about TE and TI and FE and FI interactions. Bye for now. Bye for now.